Survivors of a shipwreck off the coast of Libya earlier this month are being held in arbitrary detention in the country, according to aid agency MSF. Fuel prices have continued to hit new highs in India, and wages in the UK saw unexpected growth in the second quarter of the year, beating analyst expectations as unemployment fell.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK 102.5 FM. Good morning to you on your Tuesday, September 11th, 2018. And before I begin, we definitely want to remember all of those that we lost on September 11th, 2001, and also to just thank all of our first responders who work to protect our lives each and every day. This is Community Conversations. Kato Wonder is in the studio with you. I have Quabila Jones joining us via phone, and today our guests are members of the Nettleton High School East Lab, and we have joining us Parker Wong, and if I'm mispronouncing the names, I apologize, Takaya Russell, Paige Twist, Abby Sims, Layla Eliati, and their teacher, Mrs. Sandra Thomas. And today they are talking about the Touch a Truck event that's going to be this Saturday on the campus of the NEA Baptist Hospital. And I can tell you, it is definitely a fun event. I actually participated last year, and what Touch a Truck is basically kids and their parents get to touch basically all kinds of cool vehicles. They have fire trucks, they have 18-wheelers, dump trucks, construction equipment, antique cars, backhoes, you name it. All kinds of cool machinery that kids get to touch. And some of the vehicles, the kids were even able to operate, flip a couple buttons, turn on a couple switches. So it's just a great event. So we're just going to talk about it. So, Quabila, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you for our first question for our group.
I know this event is not just a Jonesboro event. This is all over Arkansas. Can you tell us more about how Touch a Truck, got started, a little bit of background about it, and then why this is important for the community to come out and support?
Yes, Touch a Truck is all over Jonesboro. We spread the word through our flyers and through radio stations as we are now. We started this for our Hope Circle Cancer Support Center. That's where all the proceeds go to. And yes, and it's all over Jonesboro. We have different types of schools that help us out. We have our junior high and our STEM program. Also Harrisburg, Riverside, and any Camps East programs, they also help out.
And would any of your other students like to add anything about the background of how it all got started? I know that the young lady mentioned that the proceeds go towards charity, and that's a good idea. What actually inspired to put on this event to raise money for charity?
Actually, our facilitator went to a Touch a Truck in 5 years ago, and she brought the idea back to our classroom, and we've done it ever since.
Okay, and let's talk a little bit about what all can be expected. Some of the vehicles. Y'all got a Facebook page, and I want you all to share that in just a moment. And I've been looking at some of the things y'all got booked, and one of the things that I see that I don't think I saw last year is an actual race car. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about some of the other vehicles that's going to be out there.
This year you can expect things like a forklift, monster truck.
Truck. Uh-oh. Can I drive it? I guess it depends on who owns it.
A forklift, rock crawler. I know there's a lot of 18-wheelers that are going to be there as well. We have Jonesboro Cycle coming. I heard something about Arkansas Game and Fish. They're bringing a couple game warden trucks. The police, of course, all the emergency vehicles will be there. The helicopters will be there again this year.
All right. Any others?
We also have partners that we have partnered with. Andy's is coming, Hijinks, Home Depot, Ultimate Air, First Community Bank is bringing hot dogs, and we'll have snow cones, cotton candy, and Polar Roller and Frito-Lay should also be there.
And I remember one of the things that they had last year, they had Joey Perry's martial arts group. They did a pretty cool martial arts demonstration. Will they be back this year?
Yes. We'll be back this year.
No,
So-
they haven't been.
And then ATA, Victory Martial Arts will be there as well. They will have a booth set up somewhere in the front, I believe.
Okay, what about the cheerleaders? I remember the cheerleaders were there last year because I remember I kind of played a couple songs to get the cheerleaders turned up. So are they going to be back?
Yes, they're going to be back with their own booth.
Okay, so let's kind of lighten the mood a little bit. Y'all being a little bit shy out here. Don't let the radio scare you. So, what is y'all favorite vehicle of all the ones that come out? What's your favorite thing to see out there?
My favorite vehicle would have to be my dad's truck because I work with him all the time, and I get to spend time with my dad all the time.
Okay, what kind of truck is it?
He drives a FedEx truck all the time, so
Okay.
I hardly sometimes get to see him.
All right, anybody else?
My favorite would have to be the Frito-Lay truck because my family worked at Frito-Lay for at least 10 years, so it brings back old memories for me.
And of course, Frito-Lay will also be giving away chips, and trust me, they'll be giving away those chips by the box load. So I remember at the end of Touch a Truck last year, they were just like, "Please, just come get this stuff." All right, anybody else?
Sorry. My favorite truck wasn't a truck, it was a car. We just paid $1 and we could just smash it. It was just so fun.
I missed that.
It was fun. We was breaking windows. It was so
I got to get in on that. I'm gonna go live from that too.
good release.
My favorite one was, it's not really actually a vehicle, it's the helicopter. It's just so awesome to see, the kids just love it. It's just great.
All right, Quabila, did you have another question for them? No, I don't want to hijack things.
No, I want to ask, are there still opportunities for other organizations or businesses to get involved, and how can they reach out to you? I know that on your Facebook page there's an application, but how can someone actually get their hands on that form to submit it to you all?
Yes, you can still bring a vehicle out. You can call our facilitators, Sandra Taylor at 870-897-0020 or Anita Blue at 870-530-1376.
Or you can just come on Saturday between 8:15 a.m. and 9 o'clock and fill out the form there in the waivers.
And there you go. You get registered and you get in there. And once again, I just want to say that Touch a Truck is definitely a fun event. I think it's something that the entire family will enjoy. I took part in it last year as the DJ. My truck wasn't so cool. It was just a van with some speakers outside of it. So it wasn't, but we definitely kept the party jumping. Of course, we will keep it. Again, myself and my girl Allie J will be out there holding it down on the music. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And of course, for those of you that are coming out, be sure to stop by the DJ booth and holler at KLEK.
Another thing I would like to point out is that on one of the information pages it says it gives the admission, which is $5 per person and $20 for a family, and children under 2 are free. The proceeds benefit Hope Circle, which is service that NEA Hospital provides. It's a cancer support center located on the campus of NEA. So, do any of you have any type of personal connections with anyone that has had cancer? Why does this mean so much to you to be a part of this?
And before you all answer that, I just want to add to that. Of course, September is Prostate Awareness Cancer Month, and it's very important for men to get checked for prostate cancer because it's something that affects men so much. So back to her question, do y'all know anyone who has battled with cancer? Do y'all have a personal connection to this event?
I actually do. A friend of mine, his mother battled cancer for years and years, and I always went to their house, and she was so sweet to me, and she ended up passing away this year, which was really hard on him, I know.
I understand.
Really
My
hard on
condolences.
We also had a student last year who had cancer, but she has overcame it.
Oh, well, thank God for that. Anyone else? Don't be shy, y'all. We are speaking with members of, excuse me, of the Nettleton High School. Are y'all high school or junior high?
High
School. Okay. High School East Lab. We're speaking with Parker Wong, Takaya Russell, Paige Twist, Abby Sims, and Layla Ilati. I'm gonna get that right before the end of the show. All right. So, what grade are y'all in?
I'm in 10th grade.
11th grade.
11th grade.
11th grade.
11th grade.
Okay, so you're the only sophomore among all them juniors.
Yeah.
So, do they pick on you?
Oh yeah, all the time.
No bullying allowed.
No, we don't.
We try.
All right, Kubila.
All right, so I want to switch up a little bit and get you all to explain a little more about what East Lab is and what are some projects that you all have worked on or are working on. Give us a full rundown about East Lab.
EAST is stands for Education Accelerated by Service and Technology. We do a lot of mapping projects in the community. Last year we mapped grain bins for first responders. I heard that a grain bin caught on fire and the farmer tried to put it out and it did not end very well. And so we took that into consideration and started going out and trying to find grain bins and putting exactly where they were to where first responders could find them easier. And then we did mapping with the cemeteries. We mapped where the tombstones were to where families could just go to the cemetery, find an app, and then search where they were, and it'd show their location.
Well, that's awesome. We got a Facebook shout out, and this comes from Chelsea Chapman. Chelsea says, "This is great to see students doing such amazing things. Yes, to a bright future. So glad." And of course, if you have a question or a comment for these people of the East Lab, you can give us a call at 870-277-1080, or you can leave your questions and your comments on our Facebook live feed. Now, does the East Lab do anything regarding media? I know I visited your East Lab a couple years back, and I know there was a young man who was into making beats. And but is there any current media like projects being worked on?
We are working on SOS Project Prevent, like same as last year. Basically, we make a video about stopping preventing smoking.
Stop smoking.
Yeah. So last year we got Best Newcomer of the Year video. And our video theme was about athletes and how smoking slows down your performance.
Everything.
Yeah.
All right, we had a Facebook comment. Chelsea says, "Who is over the East Lab?" And Quabila answered, Sandra Taylor. I believe there's another teacher as well. Who is the other
Miss
teacher?
Blue, Anita Blue.
So it's Mrs. Sandra Taylor and Mrs. Anita Blue. And Chelsea says, "Who would I contact to meet these students to find out more of what they are working on?"
You can contact Sandra Taylor. Her phone number is 870-897-0020, or Anita Blue at 870-530-1376.
Or you can call Nettleton High School and just ask for the East Lab. If you can't remember those numbers, just call Nettleton High School, and ask for the East Lab. And I think that the East program is definitely cool. I wish they had that when I was in school. That definitely would have been something I would have been interested in. Quabila?
Yes, I want to ask you students, and this may seem kind of like a hard-hitting question, but what impact has being a part of the East Lab program had on you as a student? Do you feel like it has enriched you in some way? Helped you with your studies in some way?
East has done a lot for, I think, most of us. It has motivated me to be the best person I could possibly be. I don't want to say I'm shy, because I'm not, but
You're acting like you're here.
when I began in East, I was shyer, and East has really brought me out of my shell. It's helped me in the most best way possible, and yeah, I mean, East is something that I think most of us extremely enjoy, and we could thank East for helping us with a lot of things.
Also, it helps out with connections and just getting out there in the community and knowing everyone in the city of Jonesboro.
Anyone else? Because if not, I want to piggyback off of what you just said.
Well, like she said, it gets us out in the community. It gets us working with other people, other students from other schools. It gets us just out in the city instead of just sitting there doing nothing.
And I agree, because personally for me, East has like break me out of the shell.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't know if someone was still talking.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
Yeah, it has brought me out of the shell, and I mean now it let me know of things that I'm stronger at. Like I didn't know I was gonna be good at talking, or just computers, and now it's just like I'm out of my shell, and I just like East, and it's great.
Alrighty. So let me ask you this. So you mentioned that it gives y'all the opportunity to go out and interact. So what are some of the community service projects that you all are doing? And also, do you all partner with East Labs from other school districts?
Yes. Some community projects I've worked on would be Hope Week, Hope Tour.
Hope Tour is coming up right after Touch a Truck, and that's a big one that we work with our community in. And then we also work with our community in Veterans Day. Most of the projects that we do is working for the community and benefiting the community. Yeah.
All right. Quabila?
Yes, well, they kind of touched on one question I was going to ask was, can you tell us some of the other schools, the names of the other schools that you interact with that also have an East Lab?
Well, our junior high and our 6th grade center, our new STEAM school, and Andy Camp and Harrisburg are also helping out with Touch a Truck. And there are some other schools that have East programs.
I know that we've partnered with Buffalo Island Central's East Lab for mapping purposes before, and I know that we've been with there was one other school, I can't remember who it was.
That's all right. That's all right. Once again, we are speaking with members of the Nettleton High School East Lab. We're speaking with Parker Wan, Takaya Russell, Paige Twist, Abby Sims, and Layla Elati. And we have their teacher, Mrs. Sandra Thomas, who is in the background, who elected not to be on the air today, but it is all good.
All right, so I want to ask you all, those of you who were in high school, well,
they're still in high school.
Well, since you have been part of East Lab, do you find yourself wanting or just being mentors to those younger than you because you know and realize the benefits that being part of this program has?
Yes, we do a lot with our younger students at Nettleton with our East program. We host a fall festival, which kids come to the high school and they get to. We have different booths and games set up for them. And yes, and since we are older in high school, we help like the 9th graders with different Photoshop tutorials and Illustrator and different softwares that could benefit us in Touch a Truck and Veterans Day and other community projects.
We also do mini course day. It's a day in the intermediate school where they have like 30-minute sessions, and they get to come to the high school and learn how to do Photoshop and SketchUp and other things like that. Also, we go to other schools like the elementary schools, and we just work with the new technology that they're getting, because this year Nettleton is getting MacBooks for almost every student.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm looking on the Touch a Truck Facebook page, just kind of scrolling down and looking at some things. I see y'all actually shared a picture of us last year. Some of the students actually hanging out with me at the KLEK van. I see a picture of Quabila and some of the students that when you all did the interview last year. I'm seeing this robot man with the screen on the front of him. Let's talk a little bit about him. Is he going to be back?
Wasn't that from Hijinks?
Yes, Hijinks. Yes.
Okay. So talk a little bit about what he does.
He's kind of like the mascot for Hijinks. We do have a couple of mascots that come out. We will have Hal. Is
Hal the A-State mascot?
Yes. And last year we had a lot of mascots. I'm not sure all of the mascots that are going to be out this year.
Last year we did have Hal, we had Scarlet, we had a lot of the Optimus Prime people come, and it was so amazing just seeing them out there.
That our first year we had Fred Flintstone and the bear because I had to dress up as that.
And I'm looking on the page, just kind of scrolling, seeing some of the other things.
Yeah, we also had Disney princesses and Mulan and Cinderella. It's really cool.
So I'm having a little hard time hearing everything. But I'm trying to keep up.
They was talking about some of the things that they that was outside, like some of the characters, like Disney characters, Transformers, just some of the different characters that were out there. I'm scrolling through their Facebook and just looking at some things. But we're going to go ahead and get ready to go into our first break. But when we come back from break, we will have more with members of the Nettleton East Lab talking about Touch a Truck 2017. It is going down this Saturday at NEA Baptist Hospital in the parking lot, so you definitely don't want to miss it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more. This is KLEK on 2.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
What do you do when your children talk back? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. When your kids talk back, the last thing you want to do is engage in a verbal tug-of-war. Instead, it's best to have wise words prepared for some of the most common ways that kids talk back. For example, when your child says, "That's not fair," respond with, "Being fair doesn't mean treating you the same way I treat others. Let's do what's right for you and everyone involved." When your kids say, "Everyone else gets to do it," you can reply, "What other parents choose to let their kids do is not always right for us. We will make our own decisions based on what's best for you and our family." To hear more about how to use wise words, listen to this week's Family First podcast at markmerrill.com. Remember, your family first.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Are you a young woman between the ages of 18 and 29 with the desire to further your education and serve your community? If so, then you may have what it takes to become Miss KLEK. KLEK 102.5 FM will be hosting its very first Miss KLEK Scholarship Pageant on February 16, 2019. The theme will be Women of Empowerment. The grand prize winner will receive $1,000 toward her education at any four-year university, community college, or trade school in the Northeast Arkansas area. Contestants must be enrolled in school for 2019 in order to be eligible to participate in competition. If you think you have what it takes to be Miss KLEK, then fill out the registration form online at klekfm.org or stop by 1411 Franklin Street here in Jonesboro to pick up an application. An unrefundable $25 application fee must be returned with the application no later than September 21st, 2018. For more information about the Miss KLEK Scholarship Pageant, visit klekfm.org or the official Miss KLEK Scholarship Pageant page by searching at Miss KLEK on Facebook. If you are a woman ready to empower and impact the community you live in, sign up to become the first ever Miss KLEK.
Hello, I'm Officer Victoria Evans. I have always had a desire to help others in need and to be an example and role model to young women by encouraging them to never give up on their dreams. My dream was to become a police officer and to serve my community. In 2016, that dream became a reality, and it is the most rewarding experience of my life. Now I want to let you know about the same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing every month for patrol officers. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com or at the police department, 1001 South Caraway Road. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information is available at 870-935-5657.
House of Details, located at 3217 Herb Street, Suite C, is a proud supporter of KLEK, offering detailing on any type of vehicle: waxing, clear coat protection, basic wash, hand wash, shampoo, interior cleaning, buffering, headlight restoration, pickup, delivery, and more. With a motto of, anything mean, we can clean. Details available via Quentin Bogard at 870-273-5187. House of Details on Facebook and houseofdetailsjonesboro.com.
Did you know that KLEK 102.5 FM is a nonprofit organization? Did you know that you can donate to KLEK 102.5 FM and your donation is tax deductible? Donations to nonprofit organizations such as KLEK can reduce the amount of taxes you may owe the IRS or increase the amount of any potential tax refund. Support your KLEK today. You can donate by calling 870-277-1080, visiting our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro, or on our website www.klekfm.org. We at KLEK 102.5 FM are blessed and grateful for your support.
A day to remember. A day to pray for those we lost on September 11th, 2001.
I lost a lot of friends today. A lot of friends.
We'll never forget September 11th, 2001.
KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And we're back on Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. This is Community Conversations, and we are joined by members of the Nettleton High School East Lab. We got Parker Wan, Takaya Russell, Paige Twist, Abby Sims, and Layla Ilati. And we're also joined by their teacher, Mrs. Sandra Taylor. And we also have Quabila Jones on via phone. Now, my next question is, let's talk about the planning of Touch a Truck and what all goes into it regarding calling the different agencies, the different businesses, trying to get everything coordinated. So let's talk a bit about that process.
Well, we start planning Touch a Truck as soon as Touch a Truck ends. We get back into really planning it. First day of school. We've been calling since then, and we've called hundreds of businesses. They're uncountable, and we have sent so many emails and just kind of put all of our time in the East Classroom this past month in getting the Touch a Truck ready and making it the best it could possibly be.
Anyone else like to add anything to that?
We also make a lot of posters and flyers. Then we have to plan out the games, and also we have to take our stuff from last year that wasn't very high rated, and try to implement some other stuff into it.
Okay, so on the day of the event, how many students are involved with helping to make sure everything runs smoothly? And do you all involve other students that are not in East Lab as well in the process?
Yes, we have many clubs from our school that participate: Student Council, Beta, Science Club, RAD. We have as many kids as possible that wants to participate and wants to work. We let them, and they just have to make a game for it.
And one question I forgot to ask is, will the band be a part of it?
Yes, the flag line, yes.
Okay, flag line, okay. All right, Quabila, do you have a question for these young men and young women? Well, it's a young man and a bunch of young women.
I want to make this on the informational flyer on Facebook. You need your help. More about the type of games that go over well. especially with the younger kids, what do they like to do the most?
They like to throw things a lot.
So like Bago and Beanbag Toss, more games like those would be most preferable because I know that's what I've seen that the kids like the most. I know the baseball team did something a few years, or last year I think, where like they played a mini game of baseball in the parking lot.
Yes, the kids love like the interactive ones like hula hoop and jump rope and the things like that.
And basketball and football toss and we're doing an obstacle course this year, so this will be our first year doing that.
We also they love golf, putt, and like Layla said, the bouncy house. We have bouncy houses that come out, and they love that.
Mm-hmm.
So would it be prizes given away for these games?
Candy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are there still opportunities for people to sign up their organizations, say nonprofit civic organizations, if they would like to set up a booth for a game or concession table?
Yes, they can just they can either go on the Facebook page or they can come the day of between 8:15 and 9 a.m. and just sign a waiver. We encourage everybody to come though.
All right. This is a great opportunity for the community to come out. And again, you're supporting Hope Purple, which is a part of NEA Baptist Hospital. I know that I spoke to someone and they're doing now what they call a season of hope because there's so many different activities and different health issues that need to be covered and highlighted. I just want to thank you all for being a part of this and, stepping outside of yourself as teenagers and doing something for the greater good of the community. And thank you to your teachers who encourage you to, or who give you the avenue or the platform to do the work that you do.
Thank you for allowing us to come on here and tell the whole community and bring the whole community together for at least one day for a couple of hours.
Okay. Now, let's talk about your interaction with your parents. Have they expressed how proud of you they are for being a part of this program and just doing the work that you do?
Yes, I have 3 younger siblings, and they all enjoy Touch a Truck every year. They come out, and my mom brings them, and yes, and they love Touch a Truck.
Yeah, I think my parents especially, they are just so proud of what not only I do, but they're really close with Abby and my friends, and they're so proud of them, and just like seeing a personality at home compared to what they see at Touch a Truck, it's completely different, and I think they are just kind of shocked to see how different someone could be when it comes to needing to be an authority figure or just a leader.
Okay. That's awesome. Are any of you seniors?
No.
Not quite yet. Okay. Will this still, the work that you do now, can be added to your resume? Have you all started thinking about really putting together? I know again, this is one of those far-off questions, but putting together your resume. So when you do get ready to apply to college, you have these community service projects that you've been involved in.
Yeah, I definitely think that we are all starting to build our resume for college, and this is definitely something that we will all be putting down on our resume.
And I think that's absolutely important to develop a spirit of service when you're younger, because especially in the world today, that's something that is starting to get lost, a desire to serve your fellow man, your fellow woman, and to serve your community. So I definitely commend each and every one of you for all of the hard work that you are putting into making this event successful. And I definitely think that it will be something that the family will enjoy and that everybody will have a great time at. Now, we pray that this doesn't happen, but what if it rains? Is there a contingency plan for if it rains?
Rain or shine, yes.
Rain or shine. So if it's pouring down rain, people can still be out touching trucks. Just may have to grab your umbrellas.
All right, so let's go through the date and the time and location and what people can expect when they get there.
The date and time, September 15th from 10 to 1 at 4800 East Johnson at the NEA Baptist Hospital, the clinic side parking lot.
You can expect a whole bunch of fun. We have tons of games, tons of cars, free food. It's $5 to get in or $20 per family.
Okay. All right. And again, the proceeds raised goes towards the Hope Circle, which is a part of the NEA Baptist Hospital. And the form that's online, how can people get their hands on that to fill it out and submit it to you all?
Yes, they can contact our school and ask for the East classroom, and also you can show up on the day from 8 to 9:15, and we'll gladly let you fill out a waiver and get on Touch Truck. Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking once again on the Facebook, and I see in one of the pictures that Jonesboro Mayor Harold Perrin was here. Will Mayor Perrin and other officials from the city, other dignitaries, be attending the event? Do you all have any of those kind of people lined up to speak or to attend?
I believe that Mayor Perrin is going to be there again this year. Yes.
Okay. Anyone else that you all may know about?
Then we have the sheriff, the county.
Sheriff Boyd.
Yes. And we also have the police cars and the K9 unit and the firefighters coming. So mostly all the community trucks.
Okay. And I also remember that Diana Davis from KAIT was there as well, because me and her actually had a little conversation out there. So definitely going to be, everybody who's anybody is going to be there. So. All right. So, okay, Q.
I have another question. I'm looking on your page, and it says that you all look for some other types of vehicles, like boats, pontoons, farm equipment, golf carts, mules, jet ski, motorcycle, camper. Have you been able to secure any of those types of vehicles that people may not think of as common, vehicles at an event like this?
We've been able to get a pontoon and some motorcycles to come out. We are still hoping that other people will be willing to bring farm equipment, jet skis, boats, or anything that they think would be, really cool to show off.
Okay. Now on the list it says mule. Now is that an equipment or animal? I'm sorry.
A mule, it's a UTV, or it can be a farm animal. There is a petting zoo, so if I had to guess, it would be in there, but there probably will be the UTV as well. I know there are ATVs and motorcycles and all sorts of different vehicles.
And what are some of the feedback that you get from the participants, the people who actually bring the trucks out? What do they tell you after the event is over about their experience?
I've had people tell me that it was a great thing that what we were doing there, and that they wish to come back next year. And they just talked about how great it was, what we were doing, and how much appreciated they were to be a part of it.
And I think that means something to these people. I was walking around last year, and I would see the kids climbing these things. I'll give an example, like a couple of the 18-wheelers. They had one out there that was actually brand new. I think the guy had not just long bought it, so it was still nice and shiny and everything. And kids was climbing into the cab, and they see all the buttons and controls, and they got to honk the horn, and the loud horn, which you can hear like miles away. And I think it makes them feel good to see the smiles that their equipment brings to people's faces.
Yes, for sure. And I mean, we've had partners that have come back year and year again. This is our 4th annual Touch a Truck, and they've been here since the first year and continue to come back.
Awesome. All right, so
I do have one other question. I noticed that some of the teachers have on T-shirts they put. Would those be available for purchase or with the donation?
Oh, they can order them.
Yes, they can we're still taking orders for them if they would like to buy our new Touch a Truck shirt, which is the blue one.
Okay.
And is this the shirt that you all have on today?
Yes, the blue one.
Yes. It is $12 for a t-shirt, and it says Touch a Truck on the front, and then our theme, it has a truck on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Once again, we are speaking with members of the Nettleton East Lab talking about Touch a Truck 2018, which will take place this Saturday from 10 to 1 at the at the NEA Baptist parking lot on the clinic side. That's on the left side. Of course, all you got to do is once you pull up to the campus, you'll see all the activity going on out there, and you'll know exactly where they're going. Of course, KLK 102.5 FM, we will be out there with the music, so be sure to stop by the DJ booth. So do y'all have any requests? So go ahead and get y'all music requests and anything y'all want to hear.
Just no Drake. No my feelings, please. No
Well, I can't promise that. If somebody else requests that. Any other requests? You know what? I'm going to have a little bit of everything. I'm going to have some R&B, some old school, some hip-hop, some rock, some pop.
About some country.
Country?
Little Beyonce for me. Just little Beyonce. Yeah.
All right, so what's your favorite Beyonce song?
Ooh, Ego.
Ego? Do you have a big ego?
Yes.
So I'm going to put you on the spot because you said off the air that you play basketball. So what's your stats?
I average about 10 points a game. I'd probably give out 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals a game.
Oh, so you can hoop then, huh?
Yeah, I'm a point guard / shooting guard.
Well, good deal. So you're going to lead Nettleton to a championship?
Oh, yes, we're going to win this year.
Already.
Alrighty. But does anyone else participate in any other activities outside of these labs?
Yes, I play for the softball team at our high school. Yes.
I do trap shooting for, it's actually not for the school, but I do trap shooting and taekwondo, and I have a lot of fun doing those things.
I also play softball for Nettleton High School.
I'm not in any sports. I'm in a lot of clubs. My thing is clubs.
Well, it's good to see each of you being active in many things, and to all the athletes at the table, I definitely wish you all the best, and go ahead and bring Nettleton some championships, and in your case, to your shooting club, and of course, and to Paige, nothing wrong with being in a lot of clubs. When I was in high school, I wasn't in athletics, I was in band and choir and lots of clubs as well. So it is good to get involved with activities because it gives you the opportunity to build skills, build friendships, and network. And I would definitely encourage you all, if you all do go to college, whatever college that you go to keep that up. Keep being involved with student organizations, clubs, athletics. Find something to get involved with to extend your networking opportunities as well as get to know people, because there'll be opportunities to build friendships which can last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. I do have another question, and I apologize if I missed this a bit earlier. Even though you are working or part of the East Lab, you take your community service outside besides Touch a Truck. Are there any other service projects that you all have created that you perform within the community that's not a Nettleton per se?
We have Hope Tour as well. We put on a Veterans Day luncheon. I think most of the stuff that we do in East is involved with the community, and we do everything possible to better our community with those projects.
We also do a traveling Veterans Day not long after Veterans Day. We go to different like nursing homes and we sing to the veterans. We put on a show. We have a lot of fun going around and talking to them and hanging out with them.
We also are working on a St. Bernard's video right now for the cancer fashion walk. They put on a bunch of different dresses and show them off. We are doing a emotional video for the end of it, and then we are also doing kind of a hype video for their vehicle their bus that they have to detect cancer, that they take to different like factories and stuff.
Okay, that's really awesome. You guys are on the move, and make your marching committee. I'm so proud of you all.
Thank you.
And I'd just like to echo those sentiments. These are definitely exceptionally bright young men and women. And I think that they have a bright future ahead of them. And I think with people like them, that future of this country and of this community will definitely be bright. So, Kubila?
Okay, I was looking at another, we looked at Home Depot earlier, but on the announcement it says kids workshop. So do you know exactly maybe what activity Home Depot will be providing that day?
I think they are bringing out to where children can sit down and like make things with wood and hammers and the nails. Just go and make a couple different things. I think they make bird houses.
They made race cars and basketball hoops.
I think it's just something that the Home Depot had made, and then they just took them apart and then had them put it together.
Yeah, it's in little kits, and they come with hammers and nails and a little apron as well, and some safety goggles.
That's amazing. So I hope to see a lot of kids out there enjoying that activity. Now, aside from the vehicles, will there be any animals?
Yes, the Nettleton FFA program is bringing lots of animals from their
a petting zoo is coming.
Yeah, we're having a mini petting zoo.
Okay.
So there's definitely going to be a lot of activities going on out there at this event. It is this Saturday at the NEA Baptist Hospital campus, and it's from 10 o'clock a.m. until 1 o'clock p.m. So 3 hours of fun. And of course, there are going to be several vehicles out there. There are going to be helicopter, bounce houses, music, lots of food available to everyone. So it's going to be something for everyone. We're going to get ready to go into our final break, and when we come back, we will wrap up our segment with the Nettleton East Lab talking about Touch a Truck 2018. Don't go anywhere. This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. If you're desperate to get out of debt, debt settlement might seem like an easy way out. Here are some key questions you need to get answers to. Will this have a negative effect on my credit report? Settled debt will always have a negative impact on your credit report. When can I expect my first settlement? Your first settlement should be made well within the first 12 months of your program. If it takes any longer than that, it's an indication that your settlement is not being handled correctly. Can you tell me exactly how long this will take and exactly how much this will cost? Listen, debt settlement is not an exact science, and there are too many variables to come up with exact time frames and figures. Many companies will tell you anything to get you in the door. They should not make any attempt to provide exact information. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com. KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by
The Glenn Sane Story. A few years ago, a good customer of ours retired from farming. And I asked him one day, I said, Frank, do you enjoy your retirement? He said, I really do, Danny. He said, you know, when I farmed, I'd go into a business in a hurry, and people come up and want to talk to me that retired and take a lot of time, and I was always in a hurry. He said, now I notice a lot of people walking away from me. A good story. Glenn Sane, and God bless our troops.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
The McDaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The McDaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The McDaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com.
Do you like the music you hear on KLEK 102.5 FM? Do you like the educational programming that we provide? Do you like the service we provide to the community? Do you like having a station to finally call your own that represents you? If so, please stop by or call any of our underwriters or sponsors that you hear on KLEK and tell them thank you for their support. The support of our underwriters and sponsors is vital for us to stay on the air. So be sure to let them know that you thank them for their support.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And we're back on Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with our guests, members of the Nettleton High School East Lab, talking about the Touch a Truck event, which will be this Saturday from 10 o'clock a.m. until 12 o'clock noon at the NEA Baptist Hospital campus, and definitely going to be a lot of fun and activities for the family. So let's do a quick recap of what people can expect this weekend.
Yes, there will be tons of different vehicles, including monster truck. There will be a monster truck, semis, rock haulers, emergency vehicles, construction vehicles, landscaping vehicles, and a helicopter as well.
Alrighty, we got a couple Facebook shout-outs right quick before we get back to our panel. Amanda Donovan says good morning, and Donna Kirksey says good morning. Great group with a great purpose. So proud of these students.
Good morning.
Thank you.
All right, so getting back to what can be expected this weekend.
We will also have tons of games. We'll have putt-putt. We have
Bagel toss.
Bagel toss, yes.
Hijinks is bringing their bouncy house. And,
Hijinks is bringing the bounce house.
I also know that I know no one's really said anything about it yet, but vintage cars and trucks coming.
Oh yeah, we mentioned at the top of the show the old schools, and those are definitely cool to see.
I know we have a vintage fire truck coming, 1986 model fire truck.
I forgot it. Well, I mean that is old school, but I was about 8-9 years old in 1986, but I realized that would be ancient to your generation.
Yeah. But we'll also have face painting and a lot of bubbles.
Yeah, okay, because it looks like Takaya has got some face paint on. Well, well, she had it. I guess she must have wiped it. I could have sworn I saw a little face paint tattoo on her face. But that will be something that will be at the event. So we're just definitely looking forward to seeing all of it out there. And of course, KLEK 102.5 FM will be providing the music. And of course, I'll be playing a little bit of everything, R&B, old school, hip-hop, country for my guy, Parker, pop, rock. Gonna throw in some line dances. We're gonna do some Cupid shuffling and some wobbling. And I'm even had that shoot for the for y'all crowd. Run up in your house like I'm commando. Hey. Edited version.
Nettleton, we have.
Well, we got to keep it clean.
Like on YouTube, they have some good music.
All right, let's talk about that. So Nettleton does have a Nettleton TV YouTube channel, and it's something that the media department there does. So kind of talk about some of the things that the people can see if they check that out.
I know that they do like remakes of songs, like 80s is their first one, then they do love songs.
They do scary movies.
They do scary movies.
It's all awesome.
We did a Show Me the Funny once. It was we did Billy Madison and the part where they're on the school trip, the field trip with somewhere I don't really remember.
Then they do ads for our school, like small 15-minute ads, 15-second ads. Then they do hype videos for the basketball team, softball team. They're really wonderful. All the teams.
All of the teams. We have we have videos. They do videos that showcase the seniors on those teams.
Remixes of songs.
Just really good.
So how can they find that YouTube channel?
Nettleton Television.
Nettleton TV, you all. So just look up Nettleton Television, and you will find it. Got about 3 minutes left. So any final comments? Anything that you all would like to say about the Touch a Truck event or about Nettleton East in general?
I would just like for everybody just to come out to Touch a Truck. You won't be disappointed.
And of course, we got to shout out the principals.
Oh yeah, shout out to Mr. Carter and Mr. Thomas and all of them.
Superintendent Mr. Donovan. We also want to thank you guys for having us on the show and for coming out to Touch a Truck. We're super excited.
And shout out to the community because this could not happen without y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And to Miss Taylor and Miss Ballou.
And we definitely thank Mrs. Taylor for bringing you all to the studio. She's a great teacher. She's allowed me the opportunity to come speak to the classroom, and I'll need to get back in there one day and talk to you guys. But I look forward to it. You all are doing great things at Nettleton High School, and of course, this event is definitely a wonderful event for the community. Kabila, do you have any final comments?
I want to ask real quick, when it comes to planning, organizing, like, what percentage is it you all versus the teachers? Like, if the, do they give you more of the reins to really be there for support? Like, what's the balance of work like?
Our teachers definitely are there supporting us through it all. The phone calls originally are pretty much students. We do give Miss Taylor's number out so they can call Miss Taylor back. But I would say that it's a good 50-50. We have Miss Taylor and Miss Blue helping us and are there standing behind us most of the time, but we also do work on our own, and we're able to luckily have kind of the free will to kind of make Touch a Truck our own.
I feel like it's 75%, 25% because we come up with all the ideas and we call, and also because East is a self-directed class, we don't have an actual teacher. We have a facilitator who's just in the classroom helping. Sometimes, if she's not on field trips, helping other students with their projects.
Well, all right, we're going to leave it there. Once again, we thank each and every one of you for coming to the studio. Touch a Truck is this Saturday at NEA Baptist Hospital. It will take place from 10 o'clock a.m. until 1 o'clock p.m. So make sure that you have your face up in the place. It's going to be food, fun, lots of cool trucks and other machines to touch. And, of course, KLEK will be providing music. Now, you guys have a great and blessed day. This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
A day to remember, a day to pray for those we lost